welcome to another class in Stefan's classroom. My name is Stefan Eriksson, and today we're going to be taking a look at my collection. Or rather, this is just to celebrate that I reached 1,000 different full art supporters in my collection. What actually is going to happen here is, well, I got a lot of requests to show off the collection. I thought, you know what? Since we hit 1,000, we're going to record a small video. As you can see, we're going to start on here. We're going to flip through the various binders that I have, total of 4. Could have divided in 1 per language, but I seem to be a little excessive. But in any case, we're going to be looking through the exact 1,000 that I do have. Please bear in mind, I may have missed something, but I would like to say that the English one is complete. But if you feel like, hey, I don't think he has a complete set, or he's missing this one full art supporter, well, comment in the comment here below, or just send me a message. I'll be very happy to hear this. But without further ado, let's just get to start shuffling through all these lovely cards, shall we? And what you're going to see here is, I will start with the English, and of course, as many of you may know, the first one that was ever released was an N, all the way back in Noble Victors, starting in the Black and White era, continuing through the XY era, up via Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, and now we're sitting in Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I know this is for flipping through relatively quickly, but otherwise I could sit here for 1 hour because it is a lot of cards to go through. And at least when we're looking now at the English set, we are going to see that there's no holes up until Twilight Masquerade. As recording this video, Twilight Masquerade is having pre-releases. It may even have release date here very shortly. So I could have had a few already, but I decided to just start collecting after release day. We got time. So you're going to see the last one being an Iono from the Milk Carton. You will also notice now that what I define as a full art supporter may be a little different from what you would have expected. It also includes the rainbow art. I decided to go for complete, so I count them in. If you disagree, well, feel free. But that's the good thing about having your own collection. You can make your own rules, essentially. So you will see those have rainbow cards, and later on you also see the special illustration rares. Although I think there's less debate about whether they're full art supporter or not, but I'll leave that to you guys just to see, what you say. But you can see we shuffled through all these lovely cards. A lot of them has stories behind them, and they've been quite interesting how to obtain them. And ooh, wait a moment, look, that's not a full art supporter, you may think. That's the Marnie from the Milk Carton. However, since my wife likes Marnie, she wanted to keep that one sealed. So as you can see, it's sealed. I have it. That Marnie is just a placeholder. So no need to worry, it is there. Just wanted to showcase to you guys that indeed didn't miss out on a card. But you can see we're already quite getting close to what is in format already. So many of these cards are standard legal now in the current format. So we're already far ahead. But as I said, okay, yeah, a lot of these, what is collected, what is in your collection, what not. Now, I decided to first collect English some years back. And then I decided, you know what? I wanted something special. I wanted something a little different. So I started to also spread out to different languages and kept them somewhat European. I used to have Japanese and Korean in my set, but until last year at least. But then I decided to sell off the Japanese part because it just became an impossible task. And I rather want to keep it to more European languages. As you're going to see, there's going to be a little more than European languages in there because I've also included Indonesian. They're just really fun to collect, actually. But maybe, who knows, maybe I'll sell them off and solely focus on European languages later. It also includes Russian, of course. But as you can see, we're almost at the end in terms of like English collection as well. And you will see complete, for as far as I know. If there's one you think you had that I don't, well, this is the time to let me know. I would also like to apologize for any potential glare in the video or any of that sort because, well, it happens. It's best I can do with this setting, and I think it's okay. Don't expect a close zoom in. This is just an overview of the collection. And also a little different than Pokémath, but could have attached like a number saying this how much it's worth. Now, good thing is I want to make the video right now, as I want to put away part of this collection in a safe box, which is going to be done shortly after this video. Already rented and everything, so yeah, it's about getting away because this is a lot of laying around. So indeed, it's at the moment of upload, it's already at a safe storage. Yes, feels good though. Binder number 1 done. As you can see, we're going out, and now we're coming in for the German collection, I believe. And For those of you who know me, this is my absolute favorite language to collect. Why? Because German names are awesome. They make such funny names for a lot of things. I use slips like this to indicate language, just laziness, but we start with German. And of course, N is the first one because they're printed the same as with English. And then we have a nice bell, I believe. I'm not sure I can read the names here, but a lot of the names are different. So to give you an example, you saw Lysander, that's Flodelis in German. I really find that hilarious, all these names. And they're really nice. As you can see, there's going to be some holes now because I just don't have everything. And some of the cards back then are very, very expensive. We're talking 3 digits for one full art supporter for some of these. And again, if you have some, please let me know. I would love to get them for my collection because ever expanding, ever going, gotta catch them all, they say. And especially if you have non-English ones, so German, French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, I'll be very happy to get connected and trade or buy them or whatever. Be very happy to add them to my collection. As you can see, they'll have a nice home here. And I hope that indeed that looking through this here will also see people like, hey, this is a cool collection, I want to do it too, and please do so. I thought about I should expand with a public document to see what I'm collecting and how's it going, so I may do that in the near future. That also means I have to update my horribly outdated Excel document that's oversimplified. Oh wait, look, that's number 1000 that was there, the Mila Rainbow. I got it from Dylan and Priya, so big shout out to them for helping me out getting this. It was wonderful to be able to achieve some of these supporters close by. Oh, like a nice little Lino right there. But as you can see, I have stories to many of them. I'm not going to tell all of them here or serve them for another time. But I have a lot of wonderful people helping me out with collecting all these beautiful full art supporters. And of course I have my favorites among the full art supporter cards. But I would like to also stress here that I couldn't have done this without the help from all these wonderful people in the community. So thumbs up to the entire community. This is great. It's also one of the reasons that we stick around, because lovely people. There's nothing better than when a person comes up to you at an event and goes, hey, I see you collect full art supporters. I got one for you. And then we can trade or whatever. And it's fantastic. It's such a nice way to do it. So I have a lot of nice contacts for different languages. That helps me getting full art supporters for my collection. And in the meantime, we're getting quite far in German. Actually, again, Milk Carton is the last one here for German because I got it at the same time as the English one. And then we move into Italian. The thing about Italian is, it was actually, I think I was lucky in the sense that I started early enough. Because as you will see now, I got a lot of the early ones complete. It's only when I turn the page now, I believe there's going to be a hole. Not even, one more. Even better. But you can see I got it mostly up through Sun and Moon, and there we go. Olivia is the last one where I got it continuously. And then we start getting some holes. Because again, it also becomes hard to find in good condition. For empty pages completely. But yeah, finding good condition can be difficult. Even on Card Market, you will often not see anything that's higher than a lightly played. And it's a very subjective opinion when it comes to what is lightly played. Even when somebody says it's excellent, the EX condition. No. I look at it like, no. I don't know where you get this is excellent from. Even following Card Market's guide, which is typically what I do. No, not at all. So I typically try to get them near mint. Some of them buy an excellent when I've seen pictures and they seem to be fine. Then it's okay. I also do have a few cards in the collection you're going to see. They are played. Let's put it like that. They're played condition. I think especially 2 are marked for like, this ain't good. But we get to them. So you can see here jumping a bit around. Cool thing about all the languages again. Italian also changes some of the names, which is fun. It's what I find really fun about this collection. The English name is all fine and it's all fun and games, but seeing them in different languages like German, like Italian, or French, or so on, it's wonderful to see. I've also seen maybe I should keep a tracker indeed of the value of all this here. We can come with some kind of estimate average price for a full art supporter. If it's $10 or 10 euros. The collection we value it at 10,000 euros because there's 1,000. Quick maths, I can do this. But we could come up with probably a better estimate if I actually use the price tracker. Again, I should maybe just start really documenting this. But instead, for now, I know it's enough. So I'm also taking part of this collection and moving it away, right? So in the meantime, we're coming in for binder number 3. And the next language up is French. Wonderful things to collect as well. French has been one I've been expanding on a little bit here lately. So if you follow me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, you can see I got a lot of French or Spanish lately, especially French. Managed to fill in a few of these holes in the older cards because I really just want to get at least the black and white and X and Y done as quick as possible, because yeah, they ain't gonna get any cheaper, I think. So again, if anybody sees them out there, let me know. But yeah, one of the cool names, Elsamina. Love these names here. It's Samantha in German and Lusamine in English, as you all may know. Maybe you know some fun names that I've missed out or just don't have. As you can see, many empty pages, but wonderful, wonderful. And I hope I can at least still see the cards even with the glare, but apologize for the glare. It is what it is. And a few individual pieces here and there when I'm lucky and fortunate enough to pick up a few cards. Oh, wonderful times, wonderful times. But French somehow is, for me, a little difficult to get. But you're also going to hear when we get to the last binder how difficult things can actually be, even though I say European languages. So we're moving here from French, and the French binder is not only French, there's also, I believe, 2 or 3 other languages hidden in this binder, so it's actually 4 languages in one binder. That has something to do with the size of the collections, as you're going to see in just a moment. A lot of empty placeholder pages, because I think, indeed, I got an Iono a little later. Don't remember the French name. I'm not going to butcher the pronunciation, but now you're going to see something I think is special. Russian. What is special about Russian is, what you just saw there, that's all. That's all Russian full art cards that exist. Big shout out for Ilya to help me collect these. He collected them in Russia and got them sent to me years ago. And they only printed these sets starting with Lysander, ending with Giovanni's Scheme. And of course then Cyrillic alphabet, which is even cooler. The print quality, not the greatest, but it's cool to have. And they're in nice condition, all of them, so really, really happy. And now you're going to see something additional interesting. Look, weird. We go from that, and then it starts to the build maintenance. Well, that's because the next you're going to see here is Indonesian. And they don't start as early. I don't remember when they start, but it's definitely a lot later. Maybe somebody who knows more can actually point it out to me. Write me a comment, send me a message. Be happy to receive it. But this is where I collect things like at Worlds. I usually find the Indonesian traders. I go there and I trade with them. It's wonderful. Love to pick up a lot of full art supporters in bulk there. I do the same with some of the other languages. I prefer picking up a lot at the time, but sometimes also just nice to get 1 or 2. It's always great to get new ones. But as you can see, I got a few, and they count for the collection here. I think there's like 40 or 50 of them. Could just go and count. So there's 40 or 50 of them, and maybe I'll take them away and only focus on European languages later, but that means I can celebrate number 1000 again later, but let's see. For now, they count. Card's a card. And yeah, love this. See, the special 25 stamp. I don't even know if they have one without the stamp in Indonesian. I just added in the normal place where the English one would go. And otherwise, you will see that this is what I got in Indonesian. Quite cool, quite cool. Can't pronounce anything for the life of me, but still cool. So big shout out to all the lovely people who've been helping me gathering this collection. I think also we're going to approach very soon where we're going to be when we're going to get into the next language. That will be Spanish. So going to the Iberian Peninsula for now, at least in terms of the European Spanish, I would say. Then of course we start with Spanish, and yeah, just to make sure I did not miss anything out, it's just a lot of placeholder pages. Spanish indeed, I do have N. Luckily too, that I have a lot of the early ones for all languages. I believe N is complete, Bianca, Sharon, I got them all there. So when we get to a few further, then it becomes a lot harder. But this is Spanish, and again, a lot of wonderful people help me out gathering this, and sometimes just get a message saying, hey, I got some full art supporters, cool, let's meet up and trade. You will see me at many of the European events, so if you see me there, let me know. And fingers crossed we get to Worlds this year. It'll be cool watching this back and say, yes, you did it. But right now, waiting for the application, so who knows? Who knows? Might be a few weeks before we know whether we are going to go to Hawaii or not. It would definitely be interesting nevertheless, so I'm looking very much forward to see the outcome of this. Not going to NAIC. In any case, we're going to see here for a Colors Experiment, again those rainbows, and the last one here, now I can't remember what, Wallace was the name. Yes, Wallace, there we go. And that indeed ends binder number 3. We got 1 binder left, and I would like to already say, if you're stuck around with my monologue for so long, well done, well done, and thank you. And hopefully you enjoyed the last binder as well, because this is where one special card is going to come in on the front page, because sometimes you receive something that is played. So this is Portuguese, and when we get to the card now, big shout out to Lucas Tiusam, who I made a big trade with in London at Worlds. And yeah, you will see the card now. I think I take it out even to, we even had a vote on Twitter and X to see if it should count. The verdict was a card is a card. So this is a near mint, I would say. Perfectly near mint condition, perfectly playable. It has totally not been rolled up and attempted to be smoked. That is what I've been told. A so-called cursed card that I was forced to receive in a trade. You know what? We take it. It has a story. It's really cool. Really nice trade. Lovely guy. Hopefully I can be hooked up with some more full art supporters in the future. Preferably not too many cursed cards, please, but well, then my binder's cursed. So be it. But it's lovely to collect all these things. And again, Portuguese and a lot of cool art. We can also just take a closer look at the individual arts here, the styles. It is just wonderful to see. And there's also lovely to see how the price trend goes in these things for my financial thought about this here. So there's a lot of interesting things to say and to do. And well, what is my goal? Wow, I'll keep going as long as I want to. Let's see if we make it for 2,000 or a little more modest number first, but we'll keep going. I think it's enjoyable to do. It's fun to have this collection. It's going to be a little more difficult when it's going to be partially locked up now, but it's for the better. But nevertheless, we're gonna make a good Excel sheet, and then we can follow the whole collection. I think it's wonderful. Also, just to take a look at the cards. Beautiful cards. And let's hope they keep it up. Like, it's also a question of whether Pokemon continues with this. I think they do, especially with the new illustration rares. They are absolutely amazing art. So please keep it up. Pokemon, that was to you. Please keep it up. We're getting towards the end of the show, and as we get there, I would like to already upfront to say thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks for following around here. I think this has been a great journey, and I cannot wait to continue on this journey. And again, thank you so much for watching. And with this, we have the last couple of pages, and I hope you will come and watch another class in Stefan's classroom. Maybe next time actual Pokémath. Last one is Eerie in the set. And with that, I would love to round off for this collection here, folding the binder, closing up shop, and until next time, hope to see you back for another class in Stefan's classroom. Bye bye. Until next time.